No, I think today we showed a pretty good performance today, especially with me adjusting. I think over time I'm going to keep getting better and better the more games I watch and the more matches we play together. So I think in that aspect, it's only going up.
Yeah, and you mentioned kind of that transitioning, like just coming over from CS recently. I'd love to kind of get your thoughts about like what have been some of your biggest changes since leaving CS for Valorant.
I mean, just adjusting to like the meta. Like it's kind of a weird transition period for me because I didn't really play Valorant until like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, and we're transitioning the Astra Viper meta, which is like interesting to like because it hasn't happened in this game yet with something like Astra. So I think it's been a little bit difficult for me to like understand initially, but I think now that just playing more scrims, watching more games, and playing matches is definitely helping me individually get better.
Yeah, and kind of touching back on some of your CS stuff, is there anything that you think that Valorant could like still learn or grow from CS and that scene? Like speaking from both like the game sense and even like the professional tournament side.
Yeah, I think the two games are obviously going to be forever different, right? So I think they're the number one thing for me in this game is just the peeker's advantage. Like the net code in this game is like it's really bad. Like you can't hold angles in this game. You just have to either like jiggle peek something while you're standing still. You're just gonna die because people just swing into you and just instant one bullet you. So I think that's like something that needs to change. And one other thing that's like on my mind was just like the death matching, like just the radar hack and max volume is just like not fun. So I think those are two of the main things I have that could definitely differ in this game compared to CS.
Yeah, and kind of also going back to something you touched on just a moment ago, talking about Astra. How do you feel about like her kind of just coming into the meta? You guys choosing to run with her on every map you guys played. I will say, like, kind of going off some of the other matches that have happened today. A team like Hundred Thieves and Box, they chose not to run Astra on anything, but you guys and Sentinels, a lot of the other teams are choosing to run Astra. So I'd love to kind of get your thoughts about like why you're choosing this agent over the Omens or the Brim.
I think Astra's skill set compared to the rest of the controllers is just like way too OP with the stars. Like there needs to be like an adjustment to the agent because right now she's like there's no reason not to really use her. I think the only reason people are using Omen, and you don't really see Brimstone on many maps. Maybe in Europe, I saw Brimstone played a couple times, but in NA, it's usually just like Omen Astra. But I think if you're not playing Astra, you're just like behind on the meta. So I think that's why.
Yeah, the meta it does seem like it's shifting towards that Astra Viper, and kind of looking a little bit farther ahead, especially in like a map like a Breeze. Speaking to some other pro players, it sounds like Astra is not going to be an agent that's going to be played as much on Breeze. I just wanted to get some of your initial thoughts on the map as that just came out.
Think on Breeze because the map's so big. It's like on Icebox. You don't really see people run Astra on Icebox because the map's just like really huge. There's like a lot of space everywhere. So I think uh, agents like Viper can be really good on Breeze because it's just like her skill set's meant to make like a ton of space with her wall and stuff like that. So Astra doesn't really have that as much. It's more like just smaller stars for choke points, and there's not really that many like big choke points in Breeze. So I think what can benefit on Breeze is just like Viper and like double ops. I think it'll be super good on that map.
Thank you so much for talking to
Sweet.
me, and congrats on a win.